And the star lilies, do they still grow around here?
Yeah, they're still pretty rare, but you can find them if you look hard enough.
I can't believe you still work here. I mean, oh, that did not come out right.
No, it's all good. It's all right. Actually, it's worse than you think. I bought the place.
You bought the ranch?
Yeah, well, not till the note's paid off, but business is pretty good, so. Hey, something I want to show you. Come on.
Okay. Sam, I can't.
I'm sorry, I just... Hey,
I should have told you right away. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect to see you here, and I mean, deep down, I think I hoped that you'd be here so that I could. I thought coming here would. But then there you were, and everything changed. And now.
So when's the big day?
Saturday.
Wow. Well, he's a lucky guy.
Yeah. I think you'd really like him.
I need to get back to the stables. You know your way back, right?
Of course, I do.
All right, a guest ranch that recently hosted the World Health Organization's.
They're destined to be together. Am I the only one who sees that?
Who sees what?
Oh, well, in this letter, Sam and Marie are in love, but Marie is gonna marry someone else, and Sam doesn't want her to. And what if she gets the letter before her wedding?
Or worse, what if she gets it just after her wedding?
It's a bit complicated.
It's not complicated. What's complicated about it? You address it, you mail it, and she reads it. That's not complicated at all.
So I guess it's not complicated.
No, I think it's still pretty complicated.
Renita refused to meet his gaze as the Earl unlaced her riding boots.
If we become what we choose to love, Renita said coldly, then you, sir, are a pair of shoes. Would you like to be the first person to read my book?
Well, why not?
Norman, what does this remind you of?
Kind of like a cattle brand?
Maybe the logo on that ledger paper wasn't a logo at all.
Maybe it was a cattle brand.
An M with a star.
I'm on it.
The star has 6 points. Well, maybe it's a star lily. Cattle brands of ranches in the western United States. Matches the Star Lily Mountain Ranch.
Yep, they host both corporate events and family events.
And the nearest post office is in Evergreen.
Norman, Rita, we will keep you apprised.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Second inning, Miss Brand. We're up to bat.
Oh, my goodness.
You have someplace you have to be?
No, nothing pressing.
Oh, it just looks that way because you keep looking at your watch. Maybe it's just me.
Hello. Looking for Tom, the manager.
That'd be me. What can I help you folks with?
I'm Oliver O'Toole. I called earlier.
Oh, yeah. I feel bad that you had to drive all the way out here. The truth is, the computer went down and I couldn't find anything on a health conference. Are you sure you're in the right place?
Does a man named Sam own this ranch?
Yes.
Then we're in the right place. May we speak with him?
Not today. He's up in the meadow.
Well, when he comes down or the computer comes up, will you give him this? Ask him to call us immediately.
Sure.
Thank you.
Hang on, guys. This is Hope Carey. He remembers the World Health Group.
Oh,
Whole bunch of scientists, right?
Yes, I don't suppose you remember a woman named Marie?
Oh, I remember Marie.
Hey. About yesterday.
I'm sorry. Okay, I was just a little surprised, and there's a lot to take in.
No. I apologize. It was pretty awful. And I'm so sorry about this.
Surprise!
What are you doing here?
I missed you. I couldn't wait till you got back, so. Surprise.
Surprise, yeah. Sam, this is Patrick.
Sam. Is this the same Sam?
Yeah, couldn't believe it. Sam owns the ranch now, actually.
No kidding. Good for you.
Thanks. Well, it was nice to meet you, but we should really get going.
Sam, I'm sorry. I had no idea that he was coming.
It's not your fault.
I know. I'm sorry about more than that. We said a lot of things to each other a long time ago. We were at the land, the water, the sky. I was gonna change the world and you were gonna build us a cabin.
You and me. All we used to talk about was stars and trees and mountains. Let's face it, that was never gonna be enough for you. Come on. I hope you're happy, Marie. I really do. Please don't come back again. It's too hard.
After she left, he had a change of heart. Wrote her a letter, never heard back. The hardest part was the not knowing.
so she left thinking that Sam didn't love her anymore.
Where'd you get that?
It's a letter to Marie.
It was damaged somehow, made its way to the dead letter office. I'm trying to deliver it to Marie.
Hopefully before she gets married this weekend.
This weekend? That letter was written 8 years ago.
Well, I can't believe this letter is 8 years old.
But we ID'd Marie. Her last name is Moore. She married a Patrick White.
It should take me a little time to, well, I think we can locate them by tomorrow.
Except that Cora said we have to have this letter resolved by today or shred it.
What is this woman doing? I like that.
You are my land, my water, my sky. You always will be. So whatever you decide, be happy and know you are loved. Norman, if someone wrote that to you, would you want it to be destroyed? I mean, haven't you ever felt anything like this?
No, I haven't. Never, ever, no. But, sort of.
Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds.
Renita Hayweather.
William Shakespeare. True love desires more for the beloved than it desires for itself. It's a timeless truth, which must be delivered through rain or snow or dark of night.
It's gloom of night.
That depends on your translation of the Greek. Miss Brandt, I'm well aware of your new policy, but I'm afraid this letter will have to be carried over until tomorrow.
Whatever, I'm on page 213.
Ooh, that's the part where the Duchess takes a lover in Durango. You guys really need to read my book.
Definitely take a look at it, but probably not until the
I
summer.
just know that as soon as I
Rita, that's not
started,
quite all right.
I'm never going to be able to put it down. And then I'll just be like, wow, it's a real commitment.
And there is something for which I am late, we'll just be saying. Good night.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
We couldn't, could we?
It's highly inappropriate.
Out of the question.
Norman, you in?
In what?
I think this was a bad idea.
Morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Did you have a good evening? Practice something? Sing any duets?
Because you have choir, that's why she's asking. Although you don't usually sing duets in choir or wear nice suits or cologne.
But it can't happen, so we might as well just move on.
No, we should not. Not yet. If you've been sensing any inconsistency in my recent behavior, it is with good reason. I have been deceiving you. I've allowed you to assume that I have extra choir practice on Wednesdays, which in fact I do not.
You've taken on a lover.
No. Why would you think that?
Because that woman that you were hugging on the street last night.
No.
Were you spying on me?
We were concerned. You've been acting so mysteriously lately.
Mysterious. Or perfectly within my right to have a private life.
Okay, the second one.
All right. If you must know, I have been taking dancing lessons. That was my instructor with an update on Louise. Louise is my dance partner who has gone missing.
Oh, no. That's terrible. Do you have any leads?
Nothing other than she ran into a high school sweetheart and she fell in love. Eloped to Mexico.
Oh, that's lovely and romantic.
Louise is 85. I'm afraid she's not being rational when it comes to this man. I know for a fact she can't metabolize spicy food, so we're all very worried.
Maybe this is just one of those timeless stories of love that never dies. You know, it just gets really old and heads south the border.
You know what, Oliver? If you need my help, I could be your dance partner.
Rita, that's okay. That's okay. Rita, quite all right. No. Ms. McInerney, did you receive a message regarding this situation?
You know, I did. And I would be happy to be your dance partner.
Oh.
Good. We'll be dancing together in Student Showcase on the 24th.
I look forward to it.
Thank you.
Oliver O'Toole stretching the truth. The world has gone mad.
Last night you weren't above spying, so I assumed it was just part of your repertoire.
But Rita volunteered.
It was kind of her, but she truly cannot dance.
Yes, I did catch a glimpse, but she can't always be that bad.
They asked her to leave her own prom.
Oliver, why don't you just ask one of your friends or a neighbor or one of the nice ladies at your church?
I don't want a nice lady. I want you.
Oh.
What I mean is that you and I have danced before, and you're not entirely without grace.
Oh, but still my heart.
I would very much appreciate it, Ms. McInerney.
Okay, Oliver. I will.
Okay, time to crack the case of the lady doctor and the cowboy.
Yeah, we have a full day of research ahead of us.
Or not. We have Marie's address.
We do? When did that happen?
Just now. World Health just got back to me. Dr. Marie Moore, MD, PhD, 1442 South Crescent Place.
Wow, that sure looks like a happy home. Like, really happy.
Must agree, it is the vision of domestic bliss.
Yeah, but it's not up to us to decide what's best for Marie. She's the rightful owner of the letter.
All right, well then, if we're gonna deliver this, we do so with our eyes open, fully aware of the consequences.
My eyes are open, but I still can't see very much.
Well, I think I can.
Norman!
What's weird is that you look like you do that all the time.
Okay, I see kid art on the fridge, Marie twirling a laughing child. Oh, there's a golden retriever. His tail's wagging.
Well, all that's missing is a basket of kittens. Oh, wait, there it is.
Okay, man's entered. That must be Patrick.
Okay, I get it. This could cause her a lot of pain and interfere with an 8-year-old happy marriage. I don't want that on my conscience.
And yet, we're legally obligated to deliver it at this point.
Unless we can think of a reason not to.
Insufficient postage? The stamp was damaged. It's against regulation if postage is due.
Genius.
So, then what?
Return to sender.
Back again?
There's been a complication.
What did I tell you about that girl?
What girl?
I've forgotten about this letter.
Don't bet on it.
Hey, why don't you go get us a coffee, Hope? So you couldn't find Marie?
Actually, we did find her, but we found out in the 8 years since the letter was written that Marie appears to still be married. She also has a little boy.
Which is why you returned it to sender.
If we assume too much.
No, I appreciate it. You did the right thing. Could caused her a lot of trouble, too. Had you gotten a hold of it. I'm sorry I wrote it at all. Guess I just feel sorry she spent all those years thinking I never wanted to see her again, because
Could write her a new letter?
I lost. You won. He was smart, educated, good match. You know, the only thing I ever had on him was height. I was a few inches taller than him, but he was always the one she looked up to. Never could have competed with that. Thanks.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Closure?
Can't believe it. She's still here reading about you.
About me? What do you mean about me?
Your book, it's about you, right? The Duchess. Rita, Renita. That's you. And you disguised Norman as Mr. DeLorme.
Oh no. Oh no. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, how could I not see that? Cora, I need my book back.
Not on your life.
Actually, I need all of my books back. I don't want anyone reading any more of it, not ever.
How come? I mean, not that I've read any of it, but how come?
I guess it's just not ready to be read at all.
Are you kidding? Nobody writes like this. Read this right here.
Okay.
As Mr. DeLorme towered over the helpless Duchess, his eyes seared into her heart like a branding iron from heaven. Yep, nobody writes like this.
He towered over her. Oliver, what did Sam say about Patrick? He said that he was taller than he was, but the guy that I saw with Marie was just as tall, if not taller.
Are you saying?
That wasn't Patrick. Hi, word from the United States Post Office? Are you Marie Moore?
Yes?
Is this your husband?
That's my brother. He was always the tallest in the family. That's Patrick. He left us. Just weren't right for each other.
We're very sorry. Thank you.
You said you have a letter for me?
Well, not exactly. It was destroyed in a fire, but we do have the next best thing. Rita.
Dear Marie, it was incredible seeing you again, but you are my land, my water, my sky. You always will be. So whatever you decide, be happy and know that you are loved. And if you ever want to come back, there will always be a place waiting for you, with stars above your head and star lilies at your feet, and a tree for you to climb, with a great view of our mountain. Love always, Sam.
I always wondered about that day. If he changed his mind. I guess it just took him 2 days. It just took me 8 years to find out.
He's still there. We met him during the course of our investigation. He seems well.
And he's not married.
I know what you're thinking. I should just run out of here and drive all the way to Evergreen and jump into his arms like
a heroine in a romance novel.
Maybe at some point we could have made it work, but too much time has passed.
You know, Marie, Mr. O'Toole was just saying to me the other day something about time, weren't you? To everything there is.
There is a season, of course, and a time to every purpose under heaven, a time to be born, and a time to die, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to plant, and a time to reap what you have planted. Could it be, Doctor?
Marie.
Marie, what if all that you ever shared with Sam was just planting something for the future? A future that neither of you could have predicted, but somehow your love prepared you for. And what if it's time for you to reap all of that now, when you seem to need it more than ever?
Do you believe in soulmates?
Oh, yes?
You do? I married Patrick.
But Sam was your soulmate.
Maybe so.
Maybe it's time to find out.
You were gonna build me a log cabin around here, weren't you?
Wow, you look even better than you sounded on the phone.
So do you. This is, this is crazy, huh?
Yeah, but good crazy.
Why did you want to meet out here?
Well, you remember the last time we took a walk here? There's something I wanted to show you. We just never got there. Broke ground the day you left for college. Worked on it every day since. Well, you want to see it? there something there you can put in your book, huh?
Everybody's love story is different, Norman. Sometimes they just take time. A lot of time.
And cheer up, Rita. There's a time to write stories, and there's a time to live your own.
And time to dance.
Yes, a time to dance. This is a big mistake.
I assure you, Ms. McInerney, you will soon discover the benefits of recreational dance to your health and your sense of well-being, but will you be able to last a full hour without your precious internet?
Ha ha, very funny. They're all so good. I don't think I can do this.
Of course you can. Give me your hand.
What?
Don't look down.
Previously unsigned, sealed, delivered.
If someone tells you they're leaving you, you think that they'd stop checking every letter that comes through from France.
I know you poured your whole heart into that book.
Thank you, Cora.
I think it's best if we didn't dance together.
What? Why?
Until you're so old, all your teeth fall out. Until you're so old, all your teeth and face falls off. They still fall off. That's just crazy. You're crazy. You are. Until all your hair falls out. You are until all your hair falls out and your ball will look like an egg. Until all your hair and your